Welcome to Finding Your Roots podcast. Whether you've been a Christian your whole life or are just starting to explore your faith, this podcast is for you. Join us as we journey together through the biblical roots of our faith. We'll meet people who are living out the gospel of Jesus Christ, hear their stories, and see how they are making a difference in the lives of others. In each episode, we'll explore a different aspect of the Bible, such as the life of Jesus, the early church, or the teachings of Paul. We'll also talk to people living out their faith in the world today, those who are making a difference in their communities, workplaces, and families. We believe that the Bible is a living, breathing document that is written on the tablets of our hearts and speaks to our lives today. This podcast will help you grow in your faith and discover the joy of following Jesus Christ. Subscribe today and join us on our journey. Welcome to another enlightening episode of Finding Your Roots podcast. I'm Pastor Leo, leading the congregation at the Church of the Crucified One in the heart of Moortown, Vermont. Today I'm honored to introduce you to Claudette Apfel, a truly exceptional individual whose life journey epitomes the strength of faith and resilience. Claudette's story begins as the wife of a pastor in Barrie, Vermont, a role that she embraced with devotion. However, when the unexpected loss of her husband occurred, she found herself navigating life with the sole support of Social Security, facing financial challenges. In 2018, Claudette underwent extensive back surgery, leaving her dependent on a walker for mobility. Her life became a testament to perseverance in the face of adversity. Nevertheless, her story takes a miraculous turn when she finds solace and support in her unwavering faith in Jesus. With unwavering faith and fervent prayers, Claudette's physical condition began to improve. Day by day, her journey is an inspiring tale of healing and resilience, where faith triumphs over hardship. Claudette's life journey is also an exploration of the profound ways in which God provides for those in need. Her financial constraints did not deter her from experiencing blessings, from anonymous gifts to unexpected discoveries like valuable jewelry. This journey underscores the principles that generosity leads to unforeseen blessings. In the moments that follow, Claudette will share more about her incredible journey, from her physical healing to the unmistakable evidence of God's grace in her life. Her story is a poignant one, reminding us that faith, prayer, and generosity have the power to transform lives. Stay with us as we delve into the full account of Claudette's remarkable journey, a testament to the remarkable blessings that unfold when we trust in the divine and give from the depths of our hearts. Well, good day, everybody. My name is Pastor Leo. I'm sitting here with Claudette Apfel, and we've been dancing, so she's a little out of breath.
Little.
And what we wanted to do today was we wanted to hear from her on what the Lord has done for her in her life. You know, when I first met her, she had a hard time walking. She was actually walking with a walker into the building. And every single time I see her now, she's doing better and better and better to see what God's doing. And God has done amazing things in her life. Provides for her, works in her life. She was the wife of a pastor in the Barrie, Vermont area. He's gone to be with the Lord.
Well, 3 states.
In 3 states.
Michigan, South Dakota, and Vermont.
Okay.
He had 4 parishes.
So maybe you can talk
about that. And I was
that.
Kicking and screaming all the way. It's not fun to be a pastor's wife.
No?
No. My heart goes out to your wife.
So anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Claudette Apfel.
Hi. I'm happy to talk to you today from Church of the Crucified One. This place has been a real blessing to me because in 2018 I had back surgery for the second time. Extensive back surgery where they put 2 rods in my back and 16 nuts and bolts. I was 9 days in recovery at Dartmouth, Hitchcock, and then I was 20 days in a convalescent center getting better, and I had to walk with a walker for the rest of my life. And I did. I used my walker to go from my bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen to the living room, out to the car, fold it up, put it in the car, take it to the store. I couldn't walk at all without having that walker. And then I came to this church, and I had been here maybe 3 weeks, and I mentioned after church one day we were having fellowship out here at this very table, and I asked Father Paul, I said, could I have prayer for my back? And he said, sure, let's do it right now, which surprised me. So we got up and went right in there, and 2 of the priests went with him. So I had 3 priests praying for me, and he anointed me with oil, and I also had sores in my mouth and inside my lips, so that I couldn't eat hardly anything. Like I could eat pudding, ice cream, everything soft, nothing that would scratch my skin. I had a very hard time brushing my teeth. Toothpaste burned, and I'd been to 6 doctors and specialists, and they said there's no cure for this. There's only like 600 known cases of this in the world. And so I was thinking that was hopeless. So after he prayed for my back, I told him about my mouth, and he asked one of the priests to get some salt. So they brought salt, and I'm wondering, what is this? And he put salt on my lips, and he said, don't lick it off, leave it on. Well, the next day, my sores were healed in my mouth. And after he had prayed for me, he said, did you feel anything? And I said, no, I didn't feel anything. But the Holy Spirit said, I'll be healed as I go. And I got that from the story in the Bible of the lepers. And Jesus said, you'll be healed as you go, the 10 lepers. So I left with my walker and, put it in the car and went home, used my walker that week. But every morning I sat with my coffee and I would say, Lord, I'm being healed a little bit more today. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I kept saying that. Sunday, I was still on my walker. And I came to church. I brought a boy with me who was a friend and came to church here. And Andy and he opened the front door and I walked in with my walker. And I hadn't even stepped in the sanctuary, but I could smell the incense wafting out into the foyer. And I breathed it in. And I just said, I'm healed to Andy. And I pushed the walker away, just let it roll across the floor. And I walked into church and I said, I'm healed. I think I told Father Leo and Sister Gabriel, who were in the back, I said, I'm healed. I can walk. And that's my testimony, and I'm still walking. I do sign language to music. So Father Leo has taped some of that I've done, a couple songs. And it's just a testimony of how I've been able to walk since coming here. I've had a lot of miracles happen here. A lot.
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far?
You had an interesting story you told me the other day about how you got the jewelry and there was you ended up.
Oh, yes.
You go ahead and tell that story, yeah.
Oh, for about.
And how God provides for you?
Oh, God does provide for me. I'm a widow. I lost my husband 4.5 years ago. And God just provides for me. I had 2 boys that I took care of in my home. And so I had a good income of almost $8,000 a month. And then both of the boys recovered. I was glad they recovered, but because they recovered, I lost them. And then I lost my income down to just Social Security. So I got widow's benefit, which was very small. And I thought, well, I've been collecting jewelry for a long time. Maybe I'll just keep collecting jewelry and selling it. And this past week, I went into one of the stores where I buy jewelry, used jewelry, costume jewelry. And I didn't even ask him. He said, here's a pile of jewelry for you. And he gave me a bag for $13. And I took it home, and I was going through it, and I think the second thing I pulled out of the bag was a 14-karat gold necklace, figure-out chain necklace for a man. God just provides amazingly for me. He just, I never tell anybody if I have a need. I tell God, and then God tells that person. My husband used to always say, so many people do Christian begging. They'll stand up in front of a group. A lot of evangelists do this, and they say, well, what we really need is a motorhome so that we can travel around to all our meetings. And then sure enough, somebody in the audience gives them a travel trailer. And my husband and I said, that's Christian begging. If you have a need, you tell God, and then God will tell that person. Well, I was sitting home cleaning my purse out one Tuesday, and I found a brown envelope in the bottom of my purse, and it's what we put our tithes in here. And I thought, oh, did I forget to put my tithe in the basket? And then I picked it up, and nothing was written on the envelope, and I just put my name and my tithe on it. So I opened it up, and it was $100 somebody had put in my purse. That was the third time that had happened in a couple months. And nobody here knew I had a need. God knew I had a need, and I had asked God. Then this week I was talking to a social worker, and I said, it's really tough to make ends meet on a widow's benefit for Social Security. And she said, well, one of your problems is your tithing. I know it's only 10%, but that's one of the problems. She said, at your age, you've been tithing enough years that you can quit now and let somebody else carry the ball. You just don't need to keep tithing. And it so took me aback when she said this. It was over the phone. I didn't have a quick response. After I hung up, I thought I should have told her, you can't outgive God. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried to outgive God. And there's no way I can never outgive God. He just multiplies it back to me. If I give $100, I get $300 or $400 back out of nowhere, unexpectedly. One week I said to John, I need new tires, and I just don't know where that money is going to come from because I had already allotted it, budgeted it out in my mind. And he brought in the mail, and I had forgotten about mineral rights that I have on property in Michigan. There was a big check from the gas company for mineral rights for me, and that more than paid my bills. I mean, you can't, I would have never thought of that. You can never guess where it's coming from. That's God. God is so he's just so marvelous. He's so wonderful about finding a place to take care of you. He's always taking care of me, always. And I just encourage everybody to pay tithes. And I know a lot of people watch Church of the Crucified One online, and that's such a blessing to you, I'm sure. But it would be a blessing back to you if you would send an offering or a tithe in. It would be a blessing back to you. Not to this place, but it would be a blessing to you. Because the one that gives is the one that gets the blessing, not the receiver. It's the giver always that gets the blessing. So I would just encourage everybody, start giving and give to missions and give alms to the poor. Just give. Do whatever you can to give, and you'll be surprised how much you receive. All of your needs will be met. All of my needs are met. And I don't have anyone to thank for it but God. I thank the people that have given to me, but they've done so anonymously. So that's the best way to give us anonymously. Just be a blessing to somebody out there.
As we draw near to the conclusion of this profound episode of Finding Your Roots podcast, we've embarked on an extraordinary journey through the life of Claudette Apfel. Her story is a testament to the incredible power of faith, resilience, and the unwavering belief in Jesus. Claudette's journey of healing and transformation serves as a shining example of the blessings that abound when one's faith is anchored in the divine. Her experiences, from unexpected financial support to miraculous healing, remind us that there is always hope, even in the face of life's most daunting challenges. We thank Claudette for sharing her remarkable story with us and for reminding us of the profound truth that faith, prayer, and generosity can work miracles in our lives. As we bring this episode to a close, we encourage you to continue seeking your own roots, exploring your faith, and trusting in the divine. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories in future episodes of Finding Your Roots podcast. Until then, may your faith be your guiding light on this remarkable journey of life.